Anyone who lives in a city knows this feeling, right? That soul-crushing bumper-to-bumper gridlock that makes you just wonder if you're ever going to move again. It's a problem that feels so massive, so permanent. But what if the solution isn't about building wider roads at all? What if we've been looking in completely the wrong direction this whole time? I mean, just take a city like Los Angeles. Commuters there lose over 100 million hours every single year, just sitting in traffic. That's not just some minor inconvenience. It's a huge drain on our lives, on our economy. And the root of the problem is actually pretty simple. Our cities are three-dimensional, but our transportation networks are trapped on a flat, two-dimensional plane. We're trying to solve a 3D problem with a 2D solution, and it is just not working. Okay, so if our current system is basically broken from the ground up, what's the alternative? Well, for decades, the answer has felt like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, a dream that we've all been promised was just around the corner. And you know what I'm talking about, the flying car. It's the ultimate symbol of the future, right? From the Jetsons to Blade Runner, it's what we were told was coming. And the idea seems so obvious. Why stay stuck on the ground when there's all this empty space right above our heads? The logic feels pretty sound, doesn't it? If the 2D grid is totally full, just add a third dimension, height. You could create highways in the sky and just free everyone from the mess down below. It's a really powerful and exciting idea, one that's captured our imagination for a very, very long time. But there's a catch, a big one, and it's rooted in, well, physics. Because when you actually apply the laws of physics to that beautiful dream of flying cars, it starts to look a lot more like a nightmare. Let's just break down the two biggest problems. First up, noise. To keep a car in the air, you have to force a massive amount of air downwards. Now imagine that multiplied by thousands of vehicles all over the city. The noise would be absolutely deafening. Second, and this is even more important, is the danger. Picture thousands of heavy metal objects flying over your head. A single engine failure, a small mistake, and you could have debris raining down on the city below. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So if going up is a loud, dangerous, and pretty impractical dream that kind of defies the basic realities of physics, where else is there to go? And that is the whole point. The real solution to our 2D traffic problem isn't to build into the sky. It's to build deep within the earth. It's time to stop looking up for answers and start thinking about what's literally right under our feet. This brings us to the real solution, and it's a concept called 3D infrastructure. It's a complete rethinking of how a city can move, from the ground down. So what does that actually mean? Well, put simply, it means creating new layers for travel that don't interfere with each other and they don't interfere with life on the surface. So instead of having one grid, you could have 2 or 3 or even 10 grids all working at the same time, completely independent of each other. And the most practical way to do this? Tunnels. Now, tunnels aren't a brand new idea, of course, but the technology we have today lets us use the physics of going deep on a scale that was just never possible before. And here it is. This is the key advantage that changes everything. See, while there's a practical limit to how high we can build into the sky, there is virtually no limit to how deep we can dig. We can stack layers of transport networks one on top of the other underground without ever disturbing a single person on the surface. Think about how this works. You start with a surface, that's our current congested grid. Then you build a brand new transport layer, say 30 feet down. And if that's not enough, you go 60 feet down and you build another one. Every new layer you add gives you massive new capacity without adding a single new road to the already crowded surface. So let's just put them head to head. Noise, flying cars are a constant, loud disruption. Tunnels, completely silent to anyone on the surface. Safety, a flying car failure is a public catastrophe. A tunnel incident is contained underground. And the big one, scalability. The sky is finite, but the earth beneath us offers almost infinite potential for expansion. The physics just works. So all of this really leaves us with a critical question. For so long, we have been completely captivated by this sci-fi dream of flying cars. A vision that, when you look at the physics, is loud, dangerous, and just doesn't scale. Meanwhile, a far more practical, safer, and infinitely scalable solution has been right under our feet this entire time. Maybe it's time we stopped looking to the sky for answers and started digging.